What's up YouTube, it's PB. Thanks for tuning in to another back of the van review. Sorry it's been a while. Today I'm going to be looking at this, which is the ACER deep hole marker pen and pencil set. So it comes in a nice presentation case, which is probably just for the sale point of view, because once you've got the pens you're not really going to need that. But we'll open it up and we've got two pens and a set of spare leads inside, so we'll get rid of that. And we'll start with the pencil. So if you've not seen these before, there's quite a few different brands of these around, but this one's the ACER one. If you ever go to any trade shows, you'll see these. They sell them at trade shows, but you can buy them online. So the idea behind it is it's a deep hole marker. So you can see there the end's quite thin. So just to give you a really basic example, we've drilled for a piece of timber, drilled a hole there, and we want to mark through it. Something like a standard Sharpie marker pen isn't going to go through because it's not long enough. So these deep hole markers are designed to go straight through. So we can mark, you can see there, we can mark the wall, and this one's the pencil. Now let me just measure that. So we've got about 45 mil on this metal shaft, but inside here there's a 120 mil lead. Now all you do, just show you, to retract it, is you click it and it will come out further. Okay, so in theory we can mark, let's not say 120, but an extra 100, so we've got 145 mil deep with this pencil if you wanted to mark something that deep. And then to get it back in, push the end and it will go back in. So it's got a built-in sharpener in the end, so you can either whip that off and sharpen your pencil, or I guess if you really wanted to leave that in, you could whip your lead out and sharpen it while it was still on the end. I'm not sure what the manufacturer's preferred method is, but you got the choice there. So that's the deep hole pencil. So the pencil will mark on anything that you would expect a pencil to mark on, so woods, fine. We'll mark a piece of pipe, so it works on metal. And tiles, things like that, it'll work fine on that. If you've got something like a black tile in your spare lead set, we've got some yellow leads, so that'll mark on a black tile, darker surfaces. And I think they have got plans to introduce different colours. But you know, yellow and graphite, got most surfaces covered there. So that's basically how it works. It's a retractable pencil with a deep hole and a sharpener built in. So just to talk about the holster, if you want to holster it in something like your kit bag, that will grab that, push that in, and then you can whip your pen out and then pop it back in the holster. While you're using it, it's also got a clip on there, you can see there, so if you want to put it in your shirt pocket or on your trousers or whatever. Again, in the side of a kit bag, store that in there, and then you can grab your pen as and when you need it, and it stays holstered in there. With regards to the pencil on this one, I guess this, as well as being a holster, protects the lead. So if you did put it back in loose, the lead's probably going to break off, but this protects it. So anything else we can say about the pencil? I think we've covered that. Okay, now my favourite. So this is the deep hole marker. So similar principle to the pencil, we've got a 45 mil metal shaft there. The ink's stored inside this body. I don't think they'd be refillable. Let me just unscrew this and have a look inside. So it's like you get inside a normal felt tip pen, like a cartridge that's full of the ink. So that goes in there. So maybe you can buy refills for that. I'll have to look into that. So deep hole marker ink. So again, we can get through nice and deep on the wood there, 45 mil. You can't extend it like you could the pencil, so 45 me just double check, I don't want to be telling you wrong. Yeah, it's about 45mm is the depth of the hole on that. So I'm just going to show you up close with the wood. You can see the end there. So this is the thick end. So when we mark on the wood, we've got a nice thick line. You can change it, it's got a dual head. So to change it round, all you do is pull that out and flip it. What that will do is if it's dried out, it will reintroduce it to the inkwell, but also we've now got a precision end which is pointed. See that? So we can do a thinner line there. So if you want to, I mean mainly I'll be using this for marking up things like pipes. You know, if this is the hot, might want to put a H on there. You can see that. But if you did want to be using it to draw on, what I will say, when you change it round, sometimes the ink can spread onto the shaft, so just give it a wipe. But you can hold it pretty close to the tip so you can write with it as a normal marker pen if you wanted to, if you're going to use it for stuff like that. So yeah, that this only comes in black. I don't know if there's any plans to introduce better colours, different colours, but so for marking on black tiles this won't really be great, but it does work on tiles. I've used it on tiles, used it on metal. So let's, for example, we've got a boiler case here. I want to write when I serviced it. So what's the date today? 16th of the 6th 2019, full service, P-booth, and then write my mobile number, whatever. So it writes really well. No, that's just my normal handwriting, if you can see that. But no dramas there. You can use it as a pen if you want to, but it's a deep hole marker for fitting showers, anything with any depth in a hole you want to get through. Really good bit of kit. You can see this case is a bit battered. I did try and keep it in the case for purposes of the review, but you don't really need to. It's probably just for the sale, like I said. So yeah, I've been keeping these in my kit bag. So holster in the bag, pen back in. I have got 2 sets of these, so I do keep a set in my work trousers. The only thing I've done in regards to almost breaking it was the sharpener came off this one, because I chucked it in the back of the van and some kit had fell on it. But other than that, they seem to be pretty well made. It's tough plastic. You'd have a job to break it. Obviously the clips, you can snap them off if you really wanted to, but normal use, I think they'd be quite hard wearing. So talking about price, 15 to 20 quid for the set. I'm not sure, the leads obviously are refillable, so they'll last you as long as they last you. You get 4 graphite, 1 in the pen, so that's 5 graphite, 2 yellow. I can't see you running out of them within a year, so you probably got at least a year's worth out of the pencil. The ink, I guess it depends how much you use it. If you're using it on metal, it'll probably last longer than if you're using it on something like wood, because it's an absorb. That's the pencil. It's an let's get that bag. It's a surface that's going to absorb the ink. So if you're using it a lot on wood, it's going to use a lot more ink. We'll have to look into whether you can buy refills, but if you can't, 15 to 20 quid for the set. So we're looking at about probably 8 or 9 quid if you buy them individually. So let me see if it says on. It doesn't say on the back here if there's refills available or how many sort of marks you'll get out of the pen. So that'd be good to know. But you know, it's a marker pen. They last however long they last, and because this is unscrewable, I guess you can buy refills for it. So something to look into. But if you were going to ask me, are they worth getting? Definitely. I use them all the time, day in, day out. As I said, I've not broken any yet. So it's a decent bit of kit to have either in your pocket or in the side of your bag. So that's about as much as I could say about them. That's the ACER deep hole marker set, pen and pencil. If you're looking for a deep hole marker or just a general pencil or pen for use on site in your kit, then you can't go far wrong with these. Thanks for watching the video. Check out my other back of the van reviews, and if you liked it, if it was useful, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.